If you've ever used an AI image generator, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You get so close to what you want, but there's one tiny little flaw, and you've got to go all the way back to the start. Well, today, we're exploring the massive shift that's finally fixing that problem. We're talking about the journey from the chaos of early AI to a whole new era of precise creative command. And to really get why this shift is so important, we're going to start in a place where control over information is, well, everything. The newsroom. Right now, this is where the debate is raging every single day. Is AI here to save the industry or to tear it all down? And make no mistake, this isn't some sci-fi far-off future stuff. The AI newsroom is already here. And believe me, it is completely transforming how stories get told all around the world. 73%. Just let that number sink in for a second. A review from 2024 found that nearly 3/4 of news organizations worldwide are already using AI. So yeah, this is not an experiment anymore. This is a full-blown revolution in how news gets made. You know, this whole shift is fundamentally changing the job itself. As this quote gets at, journalists are really evolving from writers into, you could say, digital curators. So instead of staring at that blinking cursor on a blank page, they're now directing AI to sift through mountains of data and put together those first drafts. The human role, it's shifting to what we do best, providing that critical judgment and creative vision. But, and this is a huge but, there's a massive catch. With all this incredible new speed comes an equally massive risk. We all know that false information just spreads like wildfire online. And this leaves every single newsroom with a really tough dilemma. How do you embrace all the efficiency of AI without, sacrificing accuracy? Okay, so this need for control, it isn't just a problem for journalists, right? It's something any of us who've used AI have felt. So let's zoom in from the big newsroom down to a much more personal example. That simple, absolutely maddening task of trying to fix one tiny mistake in an AI-generated image. We've all been there, right? You get this nearly perfect image, but you ask the AI to do something simple like, hey, fix that typo or change the laptop to a globe. And suddenly the lighting's different, the person's face is totally changed, you've just completely lost that original magic. It's that moment of total frustration. Well, here's a really powerful solution. The trick is to stop talking to the AI in English and start speaking its native language, which is code. By getting the AI to break down the image into something called a JSON file, you basically get its core blueprint. It's like the image's DNA. And from there, you can edit that code directly and then tell the AI to rebuild the image perfectly based on your precise instructions. So check this out. Here's a perfect example from a tutorial that walks through this exact method. It's a great-looking infographic about the Artemis mission. But there's a typo. Injection. It makes the whole thing totally unusable for any professional purpose. It's a classic AI fumble. And here is the result of that little JSON trick. The typo is fixed, corrected to injection, but look closely. Absolutely nothing else has changed. The layout, the colors, the fonts, the background, it's all perfectly preserved. Now that is the surgical control we've been looking for. And this desire for precise control, it's not just some individual's clever hack. It's actually the major trend driving the development of the next generation of AI tools from all the big players. They're building this control right into their products. I mean, you can see this trend everywhere you look. Just check out the new features rolling out from the major companies. We're talking about tools for subject consistency, so a character looks the same in every single shot, or tools for generating perfect text, or even editing entire videos for you. Every one of these innovations, it's all about one thing, giving the human creator the final say on every last detail. Now, as these tools become more and more common, you're going to hear a lot of new terminology getting thrown around. So let's quickly clear up one of the most important distinctions you'll run into, where the AI is actually doing its thinking. Really, it all just boils down to a simple trade-off. Think of on-device AI, the one running on your phone, like a pocket calculator. It's super fast, it's private, and it's perfect for quick little tasks like suggesting a text reply. Now, cloud-based AI, that's like a supercomputer. It can handle these massive jobs like generating a 4K video, but of course, it needs a connection to that power source. It's really just about choosing the right tool for the job. So let's zoom all the way back out again. We have these incredibly powerful and now increasingly controllable creative tools being put in the hands of millions and millions of people. What does this even mean for our shared reality? This brings us full circle, right? We're right back to the problem that journalism is facing, but now it applies to absolutely everything and everyone. I mean, if you can create a photorealistic image or a deepfake video with just a simple text prompt, the whole idea of seeing is believing just kind of starts to fall apart. So how in the world do we rebuild trust in what we see? Well, the most promising technical solution is this idea called provenance. The goal is to embed a verifiable history directly into every single digital file. Think of it less like a watermark and more like a digital birth certificate, one that shows you exactly where an image came from and every single change made to it along the way. And this isn't just a concept. People are already using it. Tools like Google's SynthID have been used to verify content over 20 million times. That's 20 million times where a new layer of trust was added back into our digital world, which just goes to show you there's a clear demand for this kind of transparency. Which leaves us with the ultimate question. As AI becomes this flawless technical partner, what's left for us to do? Well, the answer might be the hardest job of all. It's not the how, but the what and the why. It's the taste to know what's good, the judgment to know what's true, and the courage to tell a story that actually matters. In an age of infinite content, that uniquely human vision, that becomes the most valuable skill of all.